then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Beat flow.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first two selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
180! Kings! I got one!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple plays, these guys been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on third. On third down, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Watch quick! Regular! Hey, wahoo!
And Mayfield just getting the play off. That's complete. It's Collins. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it second down. Well, if you look at this Week 1 matchup on paper and you see the Titans' name next to the Browns' name, you're thinking, there can't be much history there. But if you factor in that the Titans used to be the Houston Oilers, well, there is good history there because these two franchises were division rivals in the old AFC Central. That was before the 2002 NFL realignment. So there is history, albeit way back in the rearview mirror. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up third and 1. 80 weapon. Alert! Hurry!
59, Mike. Check. 59. Yeah, let's get set.
Hey, alert 33.
Rush in.
Greystone travel.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Check.
Up.
Check 3. Tight dog.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Set, 180.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Check, check,
Hey,
check.
alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. What's that?
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. And Bryant's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 15. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A 2nd down run with Lewis. Lewis has the 1st down and then some. And down right around the 37. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 37-yard line. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mariota now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lewis. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Walker has it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A Titan 1st down, Mariota to Walker.
1st down, Tennessee.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taywan Taylor, 26 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Alert, 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 alert!
First down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 59 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Mariota going to give to Lewis. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Check 53.
First down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on fourth down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Hey, alert!
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the line over there.
King! Hey! Bravo!
Play fake. Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And coughed it up. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Hurry!
Check your heart rate. Check 13.
Hurry!
Watch
Up!
Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Back. Deuce.
Real. Hurry! Hey, Charlie!
Mayfield now. And he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The Browns on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Haywood!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Bryant is good. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. McKenzie now to return it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
64, reach.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Point it right. Hurry. Real.
Hey, check 24.
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Zoo.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
Come on, fellas. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Regular. Hurry. Run. Hey, foxtrot. Watch the whip. Go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Dancing to his left. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Walker with a grab left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 10.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and goal. Mariota. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Throwing is Mariota. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Alert, 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 alert.
One set. Check, Mike.
Hurry.
54.
Yeah. Regular.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
Check, Nick.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 17, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Real. Switch.
Mayfield on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2?
Alert 3.
Topper. Point it right.
10. Under 10.
Hurry.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Good. 180.
Mike 54. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Run.
You're all
I got you.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Check 31, check 31.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Pistol. 54's Mike. Check. 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Hunt. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert! Regular. Come on, let's go. Hey, Delta.
59's Mike. Check. 59.
Hurry.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield and Callaway taking it in left side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Alert!
Right there. Smooth. 54 Mike. Tackles. Check.
Real.
Check. Safe. Switch.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You got nothing. Shit. Check the backer.
Run.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the edge.
Hey, alert. Hey, Echo. Hurry.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
X3, 218, chop it.
Switch it. Under crunch.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Pistol. Right there.
And again, it's Chubb. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
36.
22 jet bomber.
They'll give it to Chubb. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch 54.
Alert! Watch that. General West. Hurry.
Out. Watch twist. Check 9.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Exit.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy